The Stranger Within by Kimberly Tracy. Prologue. The house is quiet, much quieter now that you have left. I still wonder, though, how could you have chosen this? I know that you are unhappy, but still, did you have to go? Could you have just stayed a moment longer? If only you would have opened up. Then, just then, maybe I would have known. But these secrets you kept inside now must be buried with you. Tragedy struck the Stone household that evening when the officers arrived on the doorstep. It would be a visit that would haunt Hannah and her ma for years to come. As the officer knocked on the door, it could be heard echoing throughout the house. The pit in Hannah's stomach would grow larger as she listened in on what the officer was saying. "Ma'am, we have to bring you down to the station. It appears that we may have found your daughter." It hadn't even been 24 hours yet. Barely a missing person, thought Hannah. Most people in their situation would have been joyous if the rest did not follow. "We found her at the edge of the riverbank. We need you to identify the body." With the last three words stabbing like a knife to the heart, Ma collapsed and tears erupted. Hannah sat there in disbelief. "I must have heard it wrong," she thought. "Jenna's a strong swimmer." Autumn turned and looked at her daughter with tear-filled eyes. She could not muster up her words at first. After letting out a deep sigh, she stated, "Hannah, honey, it is probably a mix-up." The shakiness in her voice is undeniable. Even a young child could see through her false belief she was trying to create. Hannah took one look at her ma's face and realized that even she did not think this was a mistake. "Why don't you stay here and I will be back shortly?" Mom mustered up. Hannah did not protest this decision, for she could not bear the officer to be right. She sat on the couch, frozen in disbelief. Her chest was heavy, making it difficult to breathe. Hannah looked up at her ma and nodded in agreement. Ma reached into the closet and pulled out her spring jacket. She always made sure to prepare for any kind of weather. She headed out the doorway and followed the officers down to the station, leaving Hannah at home alone. Hannah sank deeper into the couch, not sure what to make of the situation. She hoped that the officers were wrong, that Jenna would come running through the doorway at any time. Unfortunately, that was not the case. The next time the door opened, it would be Ma returning from the station. As Hannah sat there on the couch, she stared out the window, waiting for someone to return. She saw a headlight shine into the window, but could not make out the car. After some time, Ma entered the house, and Hannah could tell that the officers had been right. In that moment, Hannah felt as if her heart stopped beating. A weight was placed on top of her chest, and her feet were stuck in quicksand. There was no escaping the feeling that she was having. No words could fix the hole that was created in her heart the moment the news rang true.